Hi my favorite people, welcome back to Sam Plans It All. So today we are going to talk about how to use a checkbook register to balance your bank account, give you a few tips on how to make it fun so that you can keep up with it, and why you absolutely must be doing this. You must be doing this, especially if you are living paycheck to paycheck. And there is absolutely no judgment in that statement, because I was a single mom for 9 years. I know all about living paycheck to paycheck, okay? So this is going to make your life so much less stressful, and we'll talk about why as we go through. So the first thing that you're going to need is a checkbook register. You can get these from your bank. I bought a pack of like 10 on eBay for just a few dollars. So they're really easy to come by. You need to get these. Or if you would just rather do it on a piece of paper, you could do that too. You only need something to write down all of your transactions and keep track of them, okay? So we're going to use fake numbers today, just so that you can get the gist of what I'm talking about, okay? So the first thing in our checkbook transaction register I like to do is write the starting date on the front. What is today? I don't even know. 26. And then I write whatever check number I'm starting with. So we'll say check number 707. And then when I'm done with this register, I will write the ending date and whatever ending check number I used. And that is so if I'm looking for something specific, I don't have to just ruffle through all of my registers. I can look at the front, find either what check number I'm looking for or the date that something happened, and I can find that transaction more easily. So you open it up. Item number is going to be your check number if you write a check for something. Date, we're going to say January 1st. Description, we got paid at work. Obviously, wherever you work, you can write that in there. A payment, a debit, that is what you pay out. A deposit, a credit, is what you receive into your account, okay? Plus sign, negative sign. So we're going to say that we got $1,000 from work. So our bank account is $1,000. Now, when you start this, you need to find out how much money you have in your bank account. You can do that by logging in online. You can check on your app. If you don't have those options, you can just go to your bank and ask for a statement of account, and they will let you know how much money you have in your bank account. But that is absolutely essential. You must know how much money you have in your account to be able to start this. And sometimes it might take a couple of days to get the balance right, and we'll talk about that in just a second. So we'll say we have $1,000 in our account. Rent is due, so we pay rent, and rent is $500. So right away, we're going to take $500 out of this. And I know this math is easy, but I'm going to show you anyway, just so you understand what I'm doing. 1,000 minus 500, $500. So we have $500 left in our account, okay? So then we're going to go buy groceries. So say the next day we go to Walmart and buy groceries, and we spend $172.64. So then we'll want to take 500 minus 172.64, and we have 327.36. Okay. Then we'll go get gas, because we need gas in our car, because we had to go to Walmart, and it was $62.45. Now we have $264 $14.91. Okay, so here is where the importance of this register comes in. Okay, sometimes when you get gas, that amount won't post to your bank account for several days. I know that happens to me at least. I'll get gas and that won't show up in my bank account for 2 or 3 days. So if I don't write this down, and I think that I have $327.36 left in my account, and I go spend $300 because I check my bank account on my app, this amount is not in there yet, so it still shows I have $327. I spend $300, and then all of a sudden this charge hits, and I've overdrawn my account, and now I have a charge overdrawing my account. All because I didn't write this down. Same thing with a check. We'll say, what check number did I say? 707. So I write check 707 to my kids' school for enrollment and say that check was worth $250. Okay? So $264.91 minus $250, $14.91. So now I have $14.91 left in my account. But the thing about checks, especially if you send them in the mail, is that they don't cash quickly. It may take a few weeks for this to come out of my account, this $250. Okay, so once again, if I don't write this down and keep track of how much I actually have to spend, and I check my account online and I see that I have $264.91, and I'm like, ooh, all right, let's go buy some new shoes. All right, we go to, where are we going? We'll go to Dick's Sporting Goods. That's the first thing that came to my mind, and the last place I bought shoes. And I go to Dick's Sporting Goods and I spend $100 on shoes because I didn't write down that that's not in there, and I think I have $264.91. Now I've overdrawn my account. I don't know what this is. I gotta do math. Minus 100. So now I have negative $85.09 in my account. And I'm going to get an overdraft charge. This check might get returned. A return check is a $30 charge. An overdraft charge is at least $30. Let me tell you a story. When I was younger, before I was keeping track of my money, I went shopping on eBay because I was sad, and that made me feel better. And I had no idea. I knew I had like a couple $100 in my account, and I didn't remember that I had written a check. And so I really didn't have a couple $100 in my account, and I bought a few $100 of stuff on eBay, and I don't know, it was like 12 items or something, and then that check cleared. And so then all of a sudden, all 12 of those charges were overdrawn, and I had a $30 fee on every one of those charges. So all of a sudden, I don't even remember what it was. I'm like $360 in the hole in my bank account on one income, single mom of 2. Now, how in the heck am I going to get out of the hole? $360, because I have kids to feed and I have bills coming. I really got myself into trouble. God bless my mom for bailing me out. I'm not going to lie. I had to go to her and she helped me. And I learned that was the last time I did something so stupid. So this is really important. It's really important that you keep track of every little amount. And if you don't have a whole lot of money in your bank account, you need to balance it after every single transaction, or at least every couple, so that you know what you've got. If you're balling and you have a whole bunch of money in your bank account and you know you're not going to get overdrawn, then maybe balance it once a week, at least once a week, so that you can see what you've got. This also helps you keep track of charges that may hit your account that you don't recognize. Maybe somebody stole your card online, or maybe you got a transaction fee that you shouldn't have gotten, or maybe you got a transaction fee that you should have gotten, but you didn't account for because you didn't know it was going to hit, and you actually have less money than you thought you did. You have got to check your bank account balance, and you have got to write it down, either in a transaction register or on a piece of paper, however you do it. Keep track of what you got. Know where every single penny is going of your money so that you don't get into trouble. Now, something that I like to do, it makes it easier for me just to look at things, is that I like to color code. You probably saw this laying over there. These are just some of my categories. Like purple is groceries, gas, bills, eating out, work, and debt. So like rent, that's a bill. So I would come over here and I would highlight this in red. There's a bill. Okay, I went to Walmart and bought groceries, so that's purple. And you don't have to do it this way. You could just highlight the number. You could do whatever works for you. But this works for me. This way, oh well, that was gray on gray. That's cute. This way, you know, when you go back and look at this, if you're looking for something, you can find it real quick. Or if you're saying, I wonder how much money I spent at Walmart on groceries. You know, I forgot to write it down in my budget book. You can just go find all the purples real quick. Walmart, 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 add that up. And then real quickly, you know how much money you've spent in that category. So, I have just found that to be really helpful. It just makes it so quick when I'm trying to go back and reference things. So I hope that that was a little bit helpful for you. Oh, and one other thing, you know, when you balance this, if you don't do it every single time, when you balance it up against your checking account, because you'll want to open up your checking account and look at your transactions and say, oh, yep, there's my income. Oh, yep, there's my rent payment. It cleared. There's my Walmart. There's where I got gas. Oh, there's no $250 check cleared yet. So I'm not going to check that. I'm going to keep it unmarked so that I know that that check hasn't cleared, so that my account balance is going to be off. Okay. So, oh, Dick's Sporting Goods, that cleared. So when my checking account shows that I have, you know, $260 in it, but my register doesn't show that, I can go back and look and say, oh, because that check hasn't cleared yet, that's why I'm showing more money. I don't really have that much money. I only have $14.91. And you don't go overdrawn, because let me tell you, that hurts. It hurts when that happens to you. So this fee is for if, say, you pulled money out of an ATM, and you pulled $20 out. Okay, pretend you pulled $20 out. So I like to do the payment amount here and the fee. So sometimes the fee is going to be, say, $3.95. So I'll put $23.95. Yes, this is a fee. And then I'll usually write right here 20 plus $3.95. And that way, just looking at this, I know. That's another thing I forgot to tell you that I do. I kind of like to jot down what I bought, like Walmart food, Dick's, all right, this was for shoes. And you don't have to do this either. This just kind of helps me when I go back and I'm like, man, what did I spend $100 on at Dick's Sporting Goods? Oh yeah, I bought my new running shoes. So, you know, it's just a real quick way when you go back and you're like, where's all my money? What have I spent my money on? It just kind of helps. So yes, so I think this is really important. This is so simple to do. The only thing it takes is a little bit of your time, and it really, really can help save you money in the long run. Just by keeping track of what you've got in your account so that you don't forget, because sometimes checks take months to cash. I've literally had checks that take months to cash, and I'm like, why is my register so off? Oh, well, that dang check from 3 months ago is still out there, you know? And it's easier to do this than have to scrimp for the money to repay yourself, for it to go to nothing. So I hope that that was helpful to someone. If you do have any questions about it, or there was anything that I wasn't very clear about, please leave it down below and I would love to expand on it a little bit more. Hopefully this will help somebody understand the importance of just keeping track of your own money and making it work for you. I appreciate you guys so much. Thank you for coming back to watch another video. Have a great day, guys. Bye.